So in today's video, we're going to go over, would you buy? Would you buy at 90% corrections on the likes of Near or Polkadot? On the screen, my request tab for my Wednesday analysis on Patreon. So I ask people, what do you want me to cover? And I like to do some on Wednesday on YouTube from ideas. So the first one, you can see when to start accumulating Near. I thought, got an idea. I'm going to do a video on it. So let's go into it. Let's talk about it, because even today, even right now, looking at certain things, looking at putting in old coins to buy, you get a lot of the same videos, right? Everyone's looking at every single dip, every single drop, thinking, right, it's a great time to buy. We're going to accumulate dollar cost averaging, whatever they call it, right? Personally, there's a right way and a wrong way of doing it. I've already mentioned this before. You're better off buying weekly levels, or if the trend is starting to trend upwards, right? So make sure you know that. If you are new around here, I'm very cautious, probably pessimistic essentially of the market, but at the same time, there's nothing wrong with waiting. There's nothing wrong with waiting for the best possible opportunity. Even if you're going to put 20% into it and you've got 80% left waiting around, nothing wrong with that, right? And we're going to look at those sort of possibilities. But you can see here how a lot of the same old videos have been kind of done. This is the same every single day. So be careful is what I would say. Now, Near Protocol and Polkadot for me are solid, brilliant projects. You all know that I have a big holding of Polkadot. Anyways, Near, would I buy it? Yes, I would. If it's low enough, I would definitely buy it. It's just one of those things, right? So, markets first, okay? Futures today, right now, time of recording, we're up for obvious reasons, because yesterday was horrible day yesterday. So, got to be careful of that. Long-term bias for me, I want to make this perfectly clear. If you're new around here, so you know, I am long-term bullish on the network effect of cryptocurrency and the adoption. Price analysis is a different metric. We need hype. We need people. We need catalysts. We need motivation. We need trends. We need good things and rosy, pink, fluffy things that make things go up, right? So we have to be somewhat careful. Moving on to the charts though, right? So as I say, long-term bias. Near Protocol has done incredibly well. But where would you buy it? Where would you want to buy it? Where would you feel comfortable buying it? Now that is entirely up to you. Now on my Patreon, on my Discord, I explain a thing called swing bags. Having a percentage where you can happily unload, offload, etc., accumulate. You may want to jump in if you want to find that out. Also on Learning Crypto, I teach you how to do it in other ways as well, i.e. how to understand everything, the educational side. The thing that I've noticed, and it's a very common thing, is people go all in. People like these Post-it notes, for example, they go all in with their money. They're like, right, off we go, have it. You want to try and have a percentage ratio where, whether it is 20% in, 80% out, it's up to you. What I would say is, it's always good to have something in the market in case we pump for you to take profit, than waiting for the bottom to happen. That may never happen, but also have some money, therefore, for you to accumulate if that situation happens. Win-win, technically, right? The market percentages will grow massively in crypto. It always does. So always remember that. So in terms of my dollar cost averaging trick, it is simple. I look at key, obvious levels, right? We have dropped quite significantly. From $20, we're now at $13. That's quite a big drop, realistically, right? If we're looking at percentage gains and losses, whatever, from the all-time high to where it is, people will be looking at 36% discount as an opportunity. And in the stock market, you may say that. But in cryptocurrency, it may not be this straightforward. It could go another 30%, another 60%, another 80% from that point, okay? So you've got to be careful. It's happened before. It could easily happen again. It's called probability. Now, the one thing that I've noticed, and it's good to look at, is this high into this swing low and where we went. Now, I'm going to say one level, and I don't want you to wince. This level here. Now, obviously, ignore that one. This is a weekly time frame. That level to me is a possibility for the long term. We are on the weekly time frame, so don't be in the comment section going, oh, you're an idiot, because if that happens, it's a point of reference, right? if someone said to you, I'm going to wait for that level, crack on. But I wouldn't just wait for it. I would plan for a potential of that happening. What do I mean by this? What I mean by a reference point is knowing where levels are for you to feel confident in your analysis and your conviction of an order to then go, I know that level, I'm happy to buy there. If you don't have a plan, you may not want to be as open. You may not want to buy it. You may think, oh, because in the grit and the determination of the price going down and people pushing it down in the FUD and the determination of that from everyone, i.e. the media saying Bitcoin's dead, that's a FUD asset, that's a pile of shit, whatever it is, your cloud of judgment will then become even more obvious, right? i.e. I don't want to buy that anymore, I'm going to put off it. So as long as you're planning, it's fine. The other level is obvious. You can kind of see it. I don't have to spell it out. This level. Roughly around $6-7 where this kind of bounce level happened. Look at these levels. You want to have a plan of action. Now, if you are looking to accumulate, you've just got to think long term. A bear market, usually 99% of the time, the whole market will go with it. There will be an odd few rogue ones, but I'm not saying that NIA won't be a rogue one, because it could be. As I say, always have something in the market, but always have something out the market for you to take opportunity to bring that dollar cost averaging low. Too many people buy every single time it dips. Wait for these significant big levels, or wait for the trend to turn. Because if we are going to, this is a current basis levels, we've formed the lower high. That is a start of a downtrend. If we do pop up, we could then continue going down and continue going down and continue going down. We don't know what's going to happen, right? You're going to plan. So they're two key levels, roughly around $7 and roughly about say about $4, right? Give or take. But there's also other levels as well around here, around $10. So you may be happy with a $10 accumulation. If you were happy buying at 20, of course you'd be happy buying at 10, obviously. So remember that. As I say, just to repeat, if we are down here, for example, obvious example, if we are down here, we could go lower. If you don't plan for those events to happen, a future reference point of these levels, thinking, it's unlikely, but it could happen. At least if I know it's going to happen, or it could happen, I know it's going to happen, I'm going to buy it, I'm happy. But if you don't plan for that and you're like looking at the asset and going, damn, it's down 90%, and everyone's saying it's a shit coin and it's crap, it's rubbish, you're not going to buy it, are you? So there we go. Let's look at Polkadot. As you know, I like this a lot. It's down more significantly versus NIA, and I have nothing to panic about. I'm more than happy to just buy levels. Now, level number one for me on the weekly time frame is obviously around here, for obvious reasons. It's a key level. The next level, for me, would be this consolidation band, right? I've already taken profits. I already bought here. I'm more than happy to sit out. I'm accumulating units. I've got money on all kinds of places, on Kraken, Swissborg, and also the Polkadot protocol. I've also got money out into the exchanges where I can accumulate if I so wish to, or need to, or sell, or whatever I need to do with it. At the end of the day, it's entirely up to you. Now, again, looking at the overall situation, we've got this swing from, swing high, swing low, impulse. $8 could also be a level. If we're looking at the situation here, $8 could be, $9, give or take, could also be a level of influence or interest as well. We could go much lower. Now, obviously, the one down here will be minus, but we could also go down to like 2, right? If it happens, it happens. I'd be more than happy if that happens. Oh, yeah. Few people know this, but the bear market is where the wealth is made, not the bull market. Wealth is in accumulation of units, not the value appreciation of said units if you don't have enough of them. Now, that is my personal bias. If we are going to continue going down, cool. I am still in Polkadot. I've got some spare money to buy more Polkadot if it goes down. I will then swing it. I will swing bag it. I will play around with it. I will look at the higher time frames. Now, if you are in my Patreon, you'll know the system that I use. I like to use a 2-day or the 3-day time frame, looking at the overall trend bias. You can kind of work it out on the screen, but there's another indicator involved in those which kind of help you with momentum. You want the trend to be on your side. You want to be able to take profit when it's going high and ultimately buy in more when it goes low again. These markets will be around for a while. Picking the right asset will help you massively. So don't just get scared because it's gone low. Don't just run away because it's gone low, or don't just run away because everyone is like telling you to buy and you shouldn't be buying, sort of thing, or the opposite way around where you should be. You know, a lot of people will be telling you to buy it when you should be selling it versus when you should be selling it and buying it. Does that make sense? Good, cool, because it doesn't make sense in my head. Anyways, remember, a lot of these people will probably get you annihilated in the market by just getting incredibly excited. And yes, I do videos like this too, just a bit more realistic for obvious reasons. 100x gains.